Hello, everyone. Welcome back. In this episode, we are starting at Anya's new home, which I just put up a speed build video for. Thanks to, having wealthy parents, she was able to have enough money to build the entirety of her home and really get a good start on her adulthood. And of course, the first thing she did was invite over her parents to come see her house and, to get a little better acquainted with them. After that disastrous hike, their relationships took a hit, but she is, trying to get closer with them, especially since they're very old and their time is coming to a close. That is one thing that Anya is taking away from this experience with having elderly parents is that she wants to have her children a little earlier in life so that, they can see their grandchildren and see their children get married. Unfortunately, but it's not unfortunate because Callie chose her life the way she wanted, and everything was on purpose. But Anya is just thinking that she wants to be able to actually, spend a lot of time with her future grandchildren. And just because Callie didn't want that doesn't mean it's good or bad. But Anya does want a picture of her and her mom, the, matriarchs. And in that first picture, the top of Akira's head was in the way. So um, we had to try again to take some pictures of them together. They didn't all come out great, but there was a usable one. I think that's a pole or something in the way. You can see in this first picture, Anya's finger is covering them. So we just got rid of that. But the second one turned out all right, despite there being a pole in the picture. So we're just going to keep that one up on the wall there. Maybe have some family portraits and stuff up there. Vanessa came to visit. She's both friend to Callie and Anya. And Anya really wants to go to space. That's her thing. She's an astronaut. She's like, you know what? I'm going to build my own rocket ship and I am going to go to space and I'm going to find aliens and it's going to be so cool. So she's working on her rocket ship. And also, I just cleared out this landscaping so that we could put our money trees somewhere. I almost forgot about them. But we are planting them now. And Callie had one seed, Akira had one seed, and Anya had one seed. So that's 3 money trees. And, considering the rate at which we're spending money here, it's, I think, like 3,000 a week for bills. We are going to need those money trees, especially, the careers in The Sims don't pay that great. So she is just putting down the trees and planting them on her off time where she's not working on her rocket ship. And she's now learned the gardening skill too, which is, good for taking care of the money trees. And, we're just working on her needs a little. And she does have a hot pot there, but apparently a hot pot is not healthy. I thought that maybe some of them would be healthy, but we got some moodlets about only eating junk food. So in the future, um, we will save it for more special occasions. Although Anya is really bored because she wants to travel. She's a frequent traveler. I mean, she spent her whole teenage years in Mount Komorebi. But she does have the day off from work, so she's going to get some shut-eye and then go on a little trip. Or at least that was the plan. You'll see how, all my plans get derailed here because Anya is like, "Hey, mom and dad, let's go on a little trip." And they're like, "But wait, the neighborhood welcome wagon is here, so you can't." And of course, the welcome wagon is just her parents because they're the only people who live in the neighborhood. But they brought a fruitcake, so they're just having a little family get together, inviting people over, a little housewarming, I guess. And in the middle of this nice family meal, Akira finally passes on. Um, in a way, I'm actually glad that this happened here. We get to keep his tombstone because it happened over Anya's house. But of course, Anya is devastated. Her father just passed away. It is not a very good welcome wagon party. Callie's actually pretty fine, actually. um, I don't know why, but I just wanted to put his tombstone out by these flowers and stuff, but it considered it a um, still a floor because there's flooring half on it, so I had to move that around. And then I added Callie to Anya's family because, Anya's like, my mom's really old now. My father's no longer with us, and I just want to take care of her, make sure that you know, she's nearing the end here. So I think that Akira's death really triggered something in Anya. She wants to have her family close. They're all close knit, and so she's just like, you know what? I want my mom to stay with me. I want her to be with me. And just to help take care of her and be with her during this time. So Callie is going to stay here until the end of her life as well. She can have her tombstone in the garden next to Akira when that comes. And so Anya is working on her spaceship again. And they are going to go on a little mother-daughter trip shortly. I actually did want to just check I couldn't remember how to check for a second, but then I remembered how to check the MCCC for Callie, and she has 2 sim days left of her life. So, we wanted to make the most of it. And, Anya kind of felt bad because she wanted to show her mom that she was carrying on the legacy. And, maybe have her mom see her get married or something, but it just wasn't in the cards. So what they did with Callie's last day was again visit Mount Komorebi and go on a hike together. It went much better than the disastrous hike from last time. Again, I don't know what happened there. Literally, Anya has an apologize action with Callie every single time that she talks to her. So I don't know why, but anyway, Anya is still pretty torn up about her dad dying. Callie is totally fine. But they went on a nice little hike in the bamboo forest there. And I thought for a second that Callie died. I got so scared. But no, she's just stargazing while fans foam at the mouth around her. And Anya came over to stargaze as well. And it's already pretty late. They ended up taking their trip kind of late because of Akira's untimely passing. I don't know really if it's untimely, but anyway. Um, Also, Anya's close knit lifestyle is at risk. Of course, it is because literally everyone she actually knows is um, dying. So, I should actually probably have her work more on the relationships with those girls that she climbed the mountain with. That's a good thing for me to remember for next time. Anya does need friends. So, we come back home. We had a nice hike. It's all good. Anya just likes having Callie nearby. And now she's continuing to work on the spaceship. And Callie is finally recognizing that, Akira's grave is over there. And I did have Callie make a salad because she's mad about all the junk food. And so I just wanted to get rid of that negative moodlet there, even if she wasn't hungry. I've been taking care of their needs occasionally. I go back and forth between whether I want to actually play taking care of their needs or if I just want to go, go, go on other things. Yeah, so I mean, Anya is just really trying to get this spaceship done before work, which is coming up very shortly. And while Anya is at work, Callie and Vanessa are going to go hang out, which is fun. Callie deserves some girl time. And Anya, of course, is quickly rising through the ranks of the astronaut career because she already has plenty of logic and plenty of fitness. I haven't actually had to have her work on those much at all. So I'm pretty happy about that. Of course, as she gets higher in the career, she's really going to need to focus on that. But right now, we're just enjoying building the rocket ship so that she can go visit space. So Callie is going to invite out Vanessa. They are going to go, hang out together. Two little old lady celebrities hanging out at the hottest spot in town, Studio PBP. It only occurred to me later that maybe Callie could go look at her star, but she did not do that here. She just kind of hung out at the bar, made some new friends, really enjoyed herself. This, I think, is one of the new Sims from Snowy Escape, and she actually is a celebrity in her own way. So that's fun. Callie, mentoring the younger generation. And of course, Vanessa is stuck outside with everyone. Vanessa is still only a notable newcomer, but the paparazzi are pretty excited and they can't get inside because of that uh, fence roped off door thing. So anyway, Callie and Vanessa do a little skit outside, and for once in Callie's life, performing for tips does yield some tips. Very exciting. They had a good time hanging out together. And then Callie decides, you know what, I'm a little old lady, I'm tired now, I want to go home. So they had a nice little trip to the bar. And then Callie decided to go over to Akira's grave and mourn him a bit, even ask for his ghost, can you please come out? I want to see my husband. Although he's not her husband anymore because they lose their that status when one of them dies. So anyway, then Callie gets to spend some time with Akira. She spent so much time resisting admitting it while they were both alive until, the last moment. And so it was really important for her to say, like, you were the love of my life. I'm professing my undying love to you, and you should be my boyfriend again. We should still be together, even though, even in the afterlife, And then, I was thinking about adding him to the household, but then I think that would be too much. We don't need ghosts to include in this whole thing, especially because I would probably immediately ask them to leave when Callie passes. But she gets to have a little something something with the ghost of her husband, and we got a achievement there. Wonder what it's like. Woohoo with the ghost. And Anya is like, I am not getting involved in whatever is going on in there. So she is building her rocket ship some more. And I'm just checking on her again. We're really coming to a close here. And Anya finishes the rocket ship. And I just saved the game because I get nervous. I don't even know if you can die by rocket ship. I should Google that. But um, I was nervous that Anya might die and I won't have saved. So Anya goes on a little trip to space and she's like, whoa, this is so cool. I can finally go to space. And she's really excited about it. And she tells her mom about it. I mean, how cool is that? Like, she can say, I just went to space. And then they watch a movie together because, it's coming, the time. So they're just enjoying a movie together. I did get the movie expansion pack. Okay, I Googled it. There's no unique death type for die by rocket ship, but a rocket ship crash can cause a fire, which can kill your Sims. Okay, so I guess I'm not too worried about that. Anyway, I was trying to fix the flooring here. I don't know why it got all messed up, and then also it wouldn't let me fix it. It wouldn't let me make a circle around the rocks in that particular direction. So I just kind of ended up leaving it because it just was not working out, no matter how much I fiddled with it. So I just kind of changed some of the sand around it and we pretended like it was fine. Anya is, of course, still very sad over her father's passing. And look at, I mean, when they come in and out of the house, because I have them change their shoes, it's it's like a little tornado around their feet. It's kind of cute. So Anya is now upgrading the rocket ship. Very exciting for her. She's still sad. But she is enjoying her trips in the rocket ship. And Callie is just putzing around, enjoying her. You know, she's enjoying kind of taking a back seat, letting Anya run the household, so to speak. Callie is just going to watch old fashioned movies and enjoy her life. And then Anya is just going to spend some more time with her mom. They really want to spend a lot of time together in these last few days. They have way, way, way upped their relationship. So that's good. I'm glad that they, reconnected, even if it was at the end here. So Anya is going to go to work, and Callie is going to meet someone who showed up at the door for no reason. It was Tinkerer. But Callie's like, well, I have no interest in that, and I'm very, very old and about to die, but you can come in and we can hang out. And she invites Vanessa over as well. I didn't want Callie to leave the house anymore because it's time. And I want to keep her tombstone. So Callie invites Vanessa in, like, hey, let's all hang out. Let's enjoy ourselves. And then I call on the phone inviting her to the culinary career. Um, my self sim is also very old in this world now, too. That's a little sad. But um, there is also another me in a different save file right now for just building. So I will reign forever. I did consider putting a fence around the money trees, but they all looked ugly, so I just decided not to go with that. So, yeah, I just was like, forget about that. And Callie actually enjoyed playing chess a lot too. And she wanted to go to the bathroom, and there were already two people in the bathroom, so I was like, no, don't do that. And then I'm like, not in the bathroom, but she went out into the bedroom before passing away. The last place that she spent time with her, the ghost of her husband. And so, unfortunately, Anya was at work at this time. She didn't know, but she is very sad because that's her mom, who is now joining her dad out in the garden. And we are saying goodbye to Callie and Akira and fully committing to Anya's life from now on. So, that's what's going to happen in the next video, and I will catch you then.